Hey everyone, it's Pearlescent Toys back in today's video with another Marvel Legends action figure review, and today we're looking at the Logan and Sabretooth 2-pack, or Wolverine and Sabretooth 2-pack. This is a part of the Wolverine 50th anniversary line from Marvel Legends, and man, I just could not be more excited for this set. We've gotten some great Sabretooth figures in the past. Will this new one be the best? We'll find out. And here's that side art and side art on the side. Yeah, and then there's the back. As regenerative mutants involved in the Weapon X program, Sabretooth and Logan's feud continues long after Logan's escape. Yeah, just cannot wait to open this up. So yeah, let's do that. And here they both are out of the package. Dude, I absolutely love the scaling between them. Yeah, we're going to go over the sculpt and the paint apps for each figure right here. I think starting off, usually I put like the less desired figure ahead of the, the star of a 2-pack, 3-pack, whatever it be. However, today I am just, my anticipation is just through the roof. I want to take a look at Sabretooth right away. I think he is just such a long awaited figure that we've all wanted. Of course, we've gotten this classic, the iconic brown and yellow design in the past. What was it? The Apocalypse Wave. And then I want to say it was like either a 5-pack or 6-pack back in the Toy Biz days. I know they reused that body for Venom at some point. Yeah, those two figures. There was also that one for X-Men Origins, I believe. Or was it the Wolverine? I forget which way. I'll have pictures up for all of these figures. But yeah, it's just been... It's been hit or miss for them. Like, all those figures are good. However, there's just like something missing with all of them. And I feel like that's the scale, it doesn't really capture that imposing height that Sabretooth is known for. Now, the only one I own out of all those is this, the Apocalypse Wave. And honestly, it was the Sabretooth in my collection up until now. And I say that because I am just instantly a fan of this one, just so much more. I love this figure so much still, but this guy, just wow, look at this. He's using the Omega Red body mold, which is not only just bigger but also better, better proportions, better articulation. You could see right here, this one is using the Hyperion body mold back from the early Return of Marvel Legends era. I'm not going to say it's bad, but it's pretty dated at this point. And you can see mine has a little bit of warping going on just from being on the shelf for so long. Now, this is just such a good replacement for that. You have some paint on the ends of the toes right there. And yeah, from head to toe, this is pretty much a Omega Red body. You're not going to get any new sculpting aside from a few parts that I'll get to. But yeah, and oh man, I love the Sabretooth tiger stripes right there. No, that doesn't work. And these little brown bits right here. The brown paint doesn't exactly match up with the brown plastic used on the figure. And the same goes for the yellow. The yellow paint on here doesn't exactly match up with the yellow plastic used all around. And which is like, it's noticeable, but only if you're like really, really squinting at it. So I'm sure like once you have it on the shelf, like you won't even notice. Yeah, continuing up, and this is that musculature that I was referring to earlier, those proportions actually. Yeah, just absolutely wonderful. I love this body mold so much. My only complaint is that, like, he doesn't have calf cut down here. But still, you just can't deny how great this figure is, the articulation with this body mold, any figure using this. And Sabretooth is no different. Underneath this little fur right here are actually some butterfly shoulder joints. So that's really neat that they're still able to pack that in. And yeah, going around the arm. And all these paint lines are like super crisp too. No QC issues on my part. Oh, they even had like little paint on that pinless elbow joint right there. Very neat. And same on the other side. This is that sculpted bit that I was talking about earlier. The only new piece added to the body itself is this little spike going out, this glove piece. Yeah, that's really about it. Ooh, the brown going into it too. Cool. Everything else is just like pretty much reused from Omega Red. Here is the fur surrounding his neck, and it is beautifully sculpted. Do I still have him off to the side? I do. Here is the Apocalypse Wave. Very similar sculpts. Obviously they're different, but they were striving for a very similar look between the two, and where this one is good, I like this one. I absolutely adore this because it is like a blondish color, which coincides with his color scheme very well. Here it's just white, it's just very, what's the word, juxtaposo. I tried to sound smart there. I failed. Now, before we get into the head sculpt, let's take a look at Wolverine, the other half of this 2-pack. Now, this figure has been largely criticized by a lot of X-Men Marvel Legends collectors, as a lot of the fan base feels like, this figure is unnecessary. We have a lot of civilian attire Wolverines as it is, and just adding another one on top of that, I understand all the outrage. I understand it. However, I don't own any of those. I kind of sold a lot of my Wolverine figures last year, 2 years ago. So this is like the first one that I'm getting back, and I honestly can't be any happier that it's this look. I love his little cowboy aesthetic going on here. These pants are obviously reuse, as well as the shoes. I'm just not entirely sure where it's from. I mean, it has those pins in the joints, so obviously it's much older. I'm thinking maybe this was from, I kind of want to say Old Man Logan, but I don't remember him having like this much like sculpting in the pants, or this belt buckle, to be honest. Okay, disregard everything I just said. These are reused from either Old Man Logan or the Legendary Riders Logan. I'm not sure which one came out first, but both of those use the same pants, and I'm guessing the other streetwear and Old Man Logan figures also had the same exact pants. Yeah, same buckle as well. I mean, if it works, why fix it? I just would have preferred to have like some pinless joints, because it. And then here we have the shirt and the arms. I believe the arms are brand new because they're pinless, but I'm not too sure about this chest piece. I'm thinking it is, though, because I have never seen a Wolverine body with this diaphragm joint going across. I'm trying to think of all like the civilian attires again, but I can't. I think all of them just had like ab crunch. None of them had this diaphragm joint. So that leads me to believe that this is brand new. Again, love this little cowboy shirt that's going across the back right here. The rancher look. I absolutely adore it. And man, those arms, the hair, look at this. The hair is probably the best part, because he has those hairy arms going down into his hands too, which is like something I haven't seen for a lot of Wolverine figures. And then the chest is hairy as well. Love that so much. And even this the hinge right here is also painted. So like this part is colored flesh tone, and the rest is this maroon color for the shirt. And all the buttons are painted in. Very nice attention to detail right there. The elbows are a different color than that. That's kind of annoying. Yeah, I love how the collar flops down on there. Looks very natural. Love this shirt so much. Now, going over accessories, the very first one is this yelling head sculpt for Sabretooth. Oh my god, just looks so freaking good. I absolutely love this head. And the digital face printing, they have made Hasbro like next level, because like their head sculpts are on top of the game. You could criticize Hasbro Marvel Legends all you want. You can say like, oh, Medicon Mafex is better, this company, but you cannot deny that Hasbro has been killing it lately with their head sculpts, especially in the comic book department. Hasbro, give me an affiliate link. Oh, that was a weird cough. Anyways, next head sculpt we have is this smiling head sculpt. Oh, this one is also so good. Absolutely wonderful. And the gums, dude, this is like next level good. I love this so much. Sabretooth is that he's one hell of a bastard. So, and he plays games on Logan all the time. So this head sculpt is perfect for that. Both head sculpts also have like some dry brushing in the hair. You can see like some parts are darker than the other. Yeah, absolutely love both of them. Next, he comes with the two opened out hands with his claws. Oh man, the claws look great as well. Love how they're sculpted. Okay, so I got it wrong. I guess this one is like the more clawed open hand, which is like a bit more matching with this one. This hand is a bit more closed, as you can see. And this one is sort of like a fist. I'm guessing like these two are just like for grabbing, and then these two are just like opened up hands. That is it for Sabretooth. Kind of would have wished for some fists to come with him. I know that's not really like his thing. He's always like claws out, but some fists would have been cool as well. Now moving on to Wolverine, and yeah, love this head sculpt so much. Look at that. Yeah, the digital face printing is amazing here. And you can see the hair going down back there. Very neat. And the cowboy hat. Absolutely love that sculpt. He also comes with this smiling head sculpt, this smirking head sculpt. Very cool. Really weird actually. I don't know if this is a mistake or something, but the hat color is different. And even like the head sculpt, like the look of it is different as well. I don't know if these have been used in the past before, but yeah, just really weird. Perhaps like this head could go with the Duster look from the Old Man Logan 2-pack. I'm gonna have to get that figure again. But yeah, I don't know why they're different colors. That's so weird. And they look different on the top too. Yeah, this one is like more of a modern day cowboy hat, and then this one is older look, like the Arthur Morgan Gambler. Speaking of Gambler, he also comes with an open C grip and an opened hand. It's useful for holding the playing cards. For gambling, I think this accessory is amazing. Absolutely love this. Can't tell if it's a reused sculpt or not, but I know this is just entirely unique. Just look at the Xavier on the back, the X-Men logo. Very cool Easter egg right there. And then right there you have 2 queens and 3 sevens. Yeah, I've tried looking up like what exact combination this is, like what game of gambling he's doing, but I'm not. If you know what this like meaning is, if there's like a hidden Easter egg again with this, let me know in the comments. I would love to learn more about that. But yeah, both hands also have hair going down onto it as well. Quick side note, just for fun, here is Gambit holding those cards. That looks awesome. I mean, honestly, I'm probably going to give him to Gambit on the display. He just looks way too cool with them in hand. And last but not least, Logan also comes with his iconic adamantium claws, these ones being the same sculpt as the movie Wolverine, also shared with the Marvel Legends patch figure. Going over articulation, the head is able to move up this much, go down that much. There is a tiny bit of pivot and some side-to-side movement. His arm is able to move this far up, is able to go this far back, and this far forward. He has upper shoulder rotation and an upper bicep swivel, a double jointed elbow, which is able to bend in pretty far, and a standard wrist hinge going up, down, all the way around. His ab crunch allows him to move this far back and this far forward. He also has a waist swivel, and his leg is able to kick this far out, go out to the side this much, and go back a tiny bit. Ooh, watch out for that because that paint just chipped right there. Yeah, be careful when you're posing him. He has an upper thigh swivel, a double jointed knee, and his foot is able to move this far down, this far up, and he has... For Wolverine, his head is able to move up this much, go down that much. There's a tiny bit of pivot and some side-to-side movement. His arm is able to move this far up. He has upper shoulder rotation, a bicep swivel, a double jointed elbow. It's a little tight. And he has a standard wrist hinge going up, down, and then all the way around. He has a diaphragm joint that allows him to move this far back and just a tiny bit forward. There's a little bit of pivot right there and some good side-to-side movement. And he also has a waist swivel at the bottom. His leg is able to kick out this far, go out to the side this much, go back a tiny bit. He has upper thigh swivel, a double jointed knee, and his foot is able to move this far down, this far up, and he also has... Now time for the size comparisons. Here is Sabretooth next to the Love Triangle 3-pack Wolverine, and of course himself from the Apocalypse Build-A-Figure wave. And yeah, there's no disputing it. This one is the better Sabretooth. Here he is next to Patch and Joe Fix-It, also from the Wolverine 50th anniversary line. Hey Victor, this is my new friend Joe Fix-It. Here he is next to some other big X-Men villains. We have Blob and Juggernaut, Magneto and Gambit, Cyclops and Wolverine, Ben Reilly, Scarlet Spider, and Daredevil, the Sasquatch Wave, Cable, and Deadpool. Next we have Morbius and Commander Gary. Moving on to Logan, here he is next to the Love Triangle Wolverine and the Apocalypse Build-A-Figure Wave Sabretooth, Magneto and Gambit, Sasquatch Build-A-Figure Wave, Deadpool and Cable, Retro Collection Scarlet Spider, and VHS Daredevil. Then we have VHS Cyclops, Patch and Joe Fix-It, the Blob and Juggernaut, Morbius and Commander Gary. Finally, here are Logan and Sabretooth next to each other. And here they both are next to the Marvel Legends Spider-Hams. Alright, time for my final rating and my overall thoughts. First up, let's rate Sabretooth here. I think I'm going to give him a final rating of 10 out of 10. I'm going to give him a 10 out of 10. Now, there are a lot of flaws with this figure. First off, a lot of people say the head is too big, and the articulation in the neck is pretty lacking, and also a calf cut would have been nice to have for posing him around. However, I just think this is easily like just the best version of this character that we have ever gotten, and I absolutely love his imposing proportions compared to other Marvel Legends figures. Now, the Hyperion body mold Sabretooth is fine. It works very well. However, this one is just perfect. It looks perfect next to any Wolverine figure. I mean, hey, do I dare break my rating parameters one more time like Dave Meltzer and give it even more than a 10 out of 10? I mean, hey, if Tombstone got an 11 out of 10, F it. 11 out of 10. Sabretooth here gets an 11 out of 10. I'm going to regret this so much in hindsight. Oh, man, I'm going to regret this. Now for Logan here, I think I'm going to give Logan an 8 out of 10. You know, I enjoyed this figure. I enjoyed the sculpt a lot. And the accessories are phenomenal, and I love all the painted hair as well. However, articulation can be a little lackluster in certain parts, especially that diaphragm joint. It is just pretty bad. But everything else, I just love a lot about this figure. Would have also liked some like pinless joints down there at the knees. Something new perhaps, but I don't know. It's okay. It's a good figure overall. So yeah, 8 out of 10. Overall, I'll give this 2-pack a 9 out of 10. Highly recommend it. Yeah, just a really good pickup. But yeah, that'll do for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend. Anything you can do that'll support the channel will be greatly appreciated. And with that, I will see you in the next one. Bye.